Listen closely, because if you've ever felt like the odd one out, this isn't motivation, this is a warning. The moment people start booing the way you think, the way you move, the way you dream, that's not the signal to turn back. That's the signal you've stepped outside the script. There's a strange kind of clarity that comes when you realize the crowd cheering normal has no idea where they're going. And once you see that, their disapproval stops sounding like rejection and starts sounding like confirmation. That's why a line like, "Your boos mean nothing because I've seen what makes you cheer," isn't about arrogance. It's about awareness. It's about understanding that approval from a lost crowd isn't a prize. It's a trap. When the world applauds comfort, distraction, and safe lives on repeat, the person who refuses to clap along will always look dangerous, different, wrong. But maybe the black sheep isn't broken. Maybe they're just awake. People's words can be devastating, especially when they come from the people you idolize. Everyone says actions matter more than words, but that belief starts to crack when the words come from family, from friends, from the voices you wanted approval from most. A stranger's opinion shouldn't matter, yet we're human, and we internalize it. We give power to voices that don't truly know us, and sometimes it feels unbearably hard to stay strong when everyone around you is weak, not physically, but mentally and spiritually. Weak in discipline, weak in courage, weak enough to mock ambition because it exposes everything they were too afraid to pursue. You start to notice it in their habits, their health, their conversations, their desires. They don't talk about building, they talk about coping. They don't dream, they distract. And the moment you decide you want more, you become the problem. To stand out in life is to rise above. But to rise above is to become a black sheep of the world. That's the part no one prepares you for. Our whole lives we're taught to fit in, blend in, keep our heads down, live quietly, chase the easy life. But nothing extraordinary has ever come from being easy. The black sheep isn't rejected because they're wrong. They're rejected because they're different. Different makes people uncomfortable. Different forces comparison. Different reminds people of the risks they never took. Being a black sheep means you see what others refuse to see. You feel a tension when you're told to settle. Your soul resists good enough. That discomfort isn't a flaw, it's your compass. The black sheep questions the path while everyone else follows it blindly. And because of that, they often have to walk alone first. People will try to pull you back into the herd. They'll call you unrealistic, dramatic, too much. They'll say you've changed, as if growth is betrayal. What they really mean is you've stopped being predictable. You've stopped playing the role that made them comfortable. When you don't fit the mold, the world will try to convince you that you're broken. But molds are designed to mass-produce copies. You were never meant to be a copy. Here's what most people don't realize. The black sheep often becomes the guide later on. The one who walked alone learns what the herd never does. You build resilience because no one clapped at the beginning. You develop self-trust because you had to choose yourself when no one else would. You gain clarity because silence forces you inward. And one day, the same people who doubted you will ask you how you did it. They'll call it luck, overnight success. But you'll know the truth. It was years of being misunderstood and moving forward anyway. If you've ever felt like you don't belong anywhere, maybe it's because you're meant to create something new. If your dreams feel too big for the room you're in, it's because the room is too small. The black sheep doesn't exist to be accepted. They exist to expand what's possible. Yes, it's lonely. Yes, it hurts. But comfort has never been the birthplace of greatness. So stop asking why you don't fit in and start asking where you're meant to lead. Stop dimming yourself to keep others comfortable in their stagnation. Stop confusing isolation with failure. Sometimes being alone is life clearing the noise so you can finally hear your purpose, your intensity, your sensitivity, your refusal to settle. Those aren't weaknesses, they're signals. The world doesn't need more people who blend in. It needs people brave enough to stand apart, brave enough to be misunderstood now so they can live truthfully later. So if you're the black sheep, don't fight it. Don't numb it. Don't apologize for it. Wear it like armor. Because one day, you'll realize the very thing that made you feel out of place is the thing that sets you free. Thank you for watching.